Okay, the game crashed. Yeah, and we will be leaving Orsamar now.
Got it.
Or will we? Maybe not quite yet. We certainly need to leave to do quite a lot of things, even quests related to here, but I don't think now is the time. We might end up just going away and then coming back and have to go away again because we have new reasons to leave to do business outside. So I think we're better off at least getting to meet the people who are fighting over the who gets to be the king.
You're the best wrangler I've. You're the best wrangler. I trust Valor, I trust Valor, my no wrangling friend.
Might as well do some trading.
Have you seen my lunch? It's a piece of lichen bread with a spread of old cheese and shredded dried meat. I'm only asking because you never know who's going to get hungry. Right. Best in the trade, you know. I worked the ore myself.
Yes. Okay. We should have a few armor pieces we can get rid of. Yeah. We just don't have the money needed to do really anything. I guess we can get back to 30. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. Would have to do some of those jobs on the enchanter board and things like that to get our income up.
Is it true all the wardens are dead?
I never thought I'd see you again, exile.
Do you miss the life you once had, Shell? These centuries of memories you have lost?
Does it miss being within its mother's womb?
Do I... well, no. I don't remember that far back.
It is no different. My memory stretches only so far, and what went before is now lost.
And you remember nothing at all? Not even a little bit?
There are images, faces who I have no names for, places I remember being, but not where they are. Do I miss these things? They are without context. I feel only disquiet when I think of them.
Like dreams, then. When you awake, all the details have fled.
Is that what it is to dream? Then yes, perhaps it is like that.
How very sad. To discover your entire life has been a forgotten dream. I am so sorry.
Not sure what we can do in the proving. Not sure we can do anything at all. I'm guessing this has more to do with when we start the struggle for who gets to be the king. Because we have to try to gain prestige and make the other side look worse. Defeat them in all areas.
My lord Idukan, you've graced this arena so often, I could never forget your face. We heard you were dead. What brings you back here?
I'm a Grey Warden seeking Orzamar's aid against the lights.
Then I won't take another moment of your time. If you are looking to pay your respects, though, your brother called approving to honor your father's memory. It starts this afternoon. Come back if you want to watch, or sign up. These grounds are honored by your presence.
Ooh. Possibility to fight.
We're opening the roster in a few hours.
So it's something we can do. Something we can do in the future. So I guess we'll go to Diamond Quarter. We have to meet at least one of the lords or their representatives.
You are not religious, yes? You do not believe?
I do, to some extent. It does not govern my life, however. Why do you ask?
Oh, nothing. You are just a very good person, and it shows. And I thought at first you were religious like some of the revered mothers. But no. I thought about it and I realized that you're not.
I do what I do because I enjoy it. Because I enjoy teaching others, helping them. I do not seek recognition for my works. I do not seek the approval of my peers, nor the approval of a distant god.
That is admirable, doing good for its own sake. Some I knew were not like that. They bragged about what they did, trying to impress others. Oh, Lady Adele, you fed and clothed 20 orphans. How noble. No, it's nothing, Lady Clarabelle. You treated 40 lepers and gave them massages. Like a competition with false modesty. Sickening.
Did Lady Clarabelle really give 40 lepers massages?
Who knows? Lady Clarabelle had strange tastes. I wouldn't be surprised if she did that and more.
I don't want to know.
I did not expect to see you again. I am afraid you will find Orzammar much changed.
My lord, you're back! They told me you were dead!
Good to see you again, Marty.
I'm flattered you remember, my lord. Perhaps you also remember our night of passion, the evening of your first commission? Or the son we created, who now has his birthright stripped from him because you got yourself exiled?
Oh, okay. Did you say son?
I've had to care for him myself, nurse him, clothe him. I can't work. No one wants to lie with a woman who's used up her fertility on some castless brat. How could you do this to us?
Yeah. Okay. Is there any way I can help?
Yes. Convince your family to take you back. Or at least declare you honorably dead and acknowledge your son. Please, think about what his life will be otherwise.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. It's the least I can do.
Thank you. I guess you do care after all. I take back all the times I cursed your name.
It's I didn't really think about that at all, because the game does have sex scenes, but that sort of was brushed over like it's nothing at the start. It involved nothing. The sex scenes are in good taste. There's nothing. They're not porn, but they're not fade to black kind of crap either. So, restore your son's birthright. Your past has come back to haunt you. Marty, the noble hunter you shared a night with on your first commission, has borne you a son. Because you have been exiled, your son is castless and has no name. Marty wants you to find a way to restore your son's birthright and make him noble again. Yeah. Well, I'm not sure if I can make him noble again. I'll certainly try to make him not castless.
Good. Sorry, can't talk. A crier's work is never done.
Three weapons. Diamond Maul. Lady Dates.
This has dragged on too long. It's an insult to King Endrin's memory.
News of the hour. Support Lord Harrowmont at your own peril. Darkspawn will overrun Orzammar within the year if he becomes king. Experts say.
I never thought we'd see you here again.
You know, after all this is over, I wouldn't mind getting a job here. I could sing, tell stories, help the king get items from high shelves.
Royal Palace. I don't think we've been in this part of the noble quarter. No, we have not. Okay, the Great Assembly. What else? What else? Shaper.
Now's better than later.
Shaper assistant.
Thief! Who would dare take from the memories? Warden, I'm outraged. A thief in the Shaperate. What have we been reduced to?
Did you get a good look at him?
I did. He was bald, with the most garish brand across his head. Almost like he took pride in being castless. Imagine! He's probably in the slums somewhere. As if he'd find a buyer for a stolen tome in Dust Town. They couldn't know the value.
Thief in the House of Learning.
I'm quite busy. Please do not disturb me.
So, generic NPCs. Porta. Legion of Steel. Paragon Caridin vanished in the 11th year of the reign of King Valtor, and with the Paragon the entire process of golem manufacture was lost. Expeditions were sent into the deep roads to track him, but the Darkspawn drove them all back. Finally, in the 2nd year of the reign of Queen Getha, 126 golems, the entire Legion of Steel, were sent to recover the Paragon. None returned. The Shaper of Golems refused to support any further attempts to find Caridin, and the Paragon was officially declared dead. The Shaper had never recovered from the loss of an entire legion of golems and never again allowed an all-golem regiment into the deep roads. Yeah. No one knows how to make golems anymore. Level up! And what do we really want? Don't know. We have to get strength. Ah yes, now recall. I'm taking powerful now. Reduces the fatigue penalty for wearing armor and a little bit more health. Don't strictly speaking need any more attributes for talents. At least for these talents. So strength it is. More damage. Fatigue is only 6% now. More importantly, it's not going to grow to huge amounts if we break the item set.
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
What kind?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
Yep. I'm not afraid of the deep roads.
A Grey Warden? Mother always said that if anyone could find the Tig, it was the Wardens. I hear Prince Balin and Lord Harrowmont have both been sending out small teams these days. Yes, if you can find the Tig in any records, that could do it. That could prove I'm a noble. If you could. Maybe now that you're looking. It's almost too much to hope.
I'm sorry, you'll have to bother someone else with your questions.
Shape hop. Okay. Any items we could go after? We do want the books. They are good for experience at least. And delicious nugs. In praise of the humble nug. Yep. How to make food from nugs. Eating of the Dead. We know though. We heard the explanation. Anyone can join. Basically going out there and killing Darkspawn in the deep roads. Dwarven religion. We know that. They don't really have a religion. Wall of Memories. Traditional Dwarven folk songs.
I shall.
Insufficient. Okay. A quest giver.
When I last walked this hall, Endrin was king and Orzammar was at peace. The memories often speak of the swiftness with which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts. I am Zebor, the Shaper of Memories.
How do you know who I am?
The Exile's return is written in the memories, as a Grey Warden's visit to renew the Ancient Alliance.
Okay, I would like your permission to open a chantry here.
That is an odd request. Have you grown so fond of the Surfacer's ways in your brief absence?
I come on behalf of Brother Burkle, cleric of Redcliffe.
I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what basis would you have me insult the ancestors and overturn 2,000 years of tradition?
Cunning, persuade, intimidate. Let's try cunning. The Chantry's charities could greatly aid Orzammar.
What sort of charities do you mean?
I don't think we want to. Could provide work for the casteless. That's not a. I don't think that's a good argument to make. Educate children of all castes? No. Let's go with the careful widows and orphans.
Traditionally, that is their extended family's responsibility, but sometimes people fall through the cracks. Very well, he may hold a prayer meeting as he requested, if not build a new temple to his god. At least the words would come from one of our own. Now, is there anything more?
Tell me of Orzammar's history.
Perhaps the books here can make up for the lack of attention you paid your elders. We were a great empire once, and our land stretched through the deep roads. Kal Shirak was capital then, but we lost too many battles. We lost our golems, and we lost our territory. Now the empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with darkspawn.
How did we lose our... How did you lose your golems? How did we lose our golems?
The Paragon Caridin, a smith of unsurpassed genius, invented the golems. For years they were our weapon against the darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in battle, but Caridin's Tig is far into the deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more.
Golems like this? Guessing referring to Shale.
Yes. We have only a few dozen left in Orzammar, and I do not recognize this one. Where did you find it? Every golem is precious to us. We'd pay a good sum for a new find.
I'd sooner jump into a pit of lava.
Unfortunate. Was there anything else? I must tell the rest of the Shaperate about this discovery.
Where is Kal Shirak?
At the other side of the old empire. During the last blight, the kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirak is the only other city to outlast the blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still haven't forgiven us.
Talk about Orzammar.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden.
Okay, what's the difference between an ancestor and a paragon?
All dwarves who die return to the stone as ancestors, to guide their families forever. But only one every few generations rises to paragon. A paragon is a dwarf whose accomplishments change Orzammar so much that the Assembly recognizes they've been born blessed. They are venerated as living ancestors and found a new noble house forever bearing their name.
Are there any paragons in Orzammar now?
There is one paragon of this generation, a woman named Branka. She was born a smith, but her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status.
Where is she now?
She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths. She never returned.
Okay, how did the caste system come to be?
According to our legends, 7 brothers founded our empire. The youngest, Bloadlik, was the wisest and was chosen king. His children formed the noble caste. The eldest, Giachet, trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shatgyar founded the artisans. Orzatyar forged our first swords. It was Orzammar who dug the mines that became our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Nacht both founded trading houses, but Nacht was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
What about the casteless?
The casteless descend from criminals and those repudiated by their own families, or who chose to go to the surface and live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no families to claim them. They should not have been born. Their parents defied their shame and brought cursed children into the world. It's better they die young.
Ugh. It seems easy for you to dismiss them.
Their births are not recorded in the memories. In Orzammar, they do not exist. Is there something more pleasant you wish to discuss? Please, speak your mind. Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew what significance it has.
What quest? Yeah, that. Permission to hold meetings. Okay, it seems like there's at least a handful of minor quests we could do here too. I don't think it would hurt us. Level 12 is sort of important anyway. Win is going to get a level up soon if we just do a little bit of something. See if we can visit the assembly. Okay, whose representative was Wartag? Speak to Prince Valen's second in command. I don't think I can exactly challenge my brother to a combat or anything. So yeah, I'm not siding with my brother no matter what.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly if you wish to observe.
Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass such a writ. Half our houses would go broke without the surface trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly. I've already doubled the guard to prevent violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Bandalore, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
I suggest we put the matter to a vote.
And I suggest you have a taste of my family's mace.
Enough! The assembly is in recess until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. So it's true. The exile has returned, and we are to treat you as a respected guest.
Do as you wish, Steward Bandalore. You always have.
It's the one perk to this position, child. Or should I call you Warden? I'm glad to hear the surfacers are making use of your talents. Respect for your role is great, but you won't receive a proper hearing until we have a king on the throne.
Is there any way I can break this stalemate?
I must admit, Warden, I am at a loss myself. It lies with Prince Balin or Lord Harrowmont, and they are slow to trust anyone in these uncertain times. Dulin Ferender, Harrowmont's man, can be found at the Harrowmont estate. Vartag Gavorn, Prince Balin's second, is often here in the assembly. I only wish there was more I could do for you.
I'm not speaking to them.
I'll get on it.
Balin might not be the shittiest king ever, but there's no way in hell I'm aiding him.
Lord Harrowmont sends his greetings, Exile. He was surprised to see you back here.
Yeah, I would speak with Lord Harriman.
You may have convinced his lordship of your innocence, but it is my duty to protect him, even from his own folly. We've already caught more than one of Balin's spies trying to get close to his lordship, so I'm afraid I won't be able to take your word. If you want to speak to Harriman, you will need to prove he can trust you.
So... Harriman thinks I'm working for Balin? Really?
Lord Harriman always had too much affection for you. But I know you Idukans and your thirst for glory. If you wish to show you have no loyalty to Balin, then work against him in Harriman's name. Balin is hosting a proving today, supposedly to honor his father's memory. The Deshers take it very seriously, and unfortunately, Balin found some way to blackmail or intimidate House Harriman's best fighters into stepping down.
Yeah, he's good at that. So you'd like me to enter the proving in Harriman's name?
It would certainly make your loyalties loud and clear. Balin would never work with anyone who humiliated him in that way. Harriman would have no fear of meeting with you then.
Hmm. I'll enter the proving and see why the others withdrew.
Excellent. The arena is located off the Commons. Talk to the Proving Master and tell him you're entering Lord Harriman's roster. The key fighters we lost were Guidon and Baisel. You can look for them in the fighters' preparation chambers behind the ring. And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. If you need to find me again, I will wait in the Tapster's Tavern off the Commons. There is no better place to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
I wonder if we can even go to the Royal Palace.
Dedication to change.
All right.
No war.
Holy shit. You idiot, this isn't the vault, we have to get out of here. Oh shit.
Witness, I see enemies ahead!
Tunneling thief. Didn't expect this.
Ancestors. Good on you, Warden. You caught them in the act. I guess desperate times drive people to strange things.
Yeah. Strange things indeed. It just seems to be a random thing, no importance. Love letter. Ooh, did we get a new cap for you? No. Oh, we didn't. Dear Sir John, your ministrations, while well-intentioned, hold no promise. Do not despair, for it is not you, it is of me. I require an interval to acquaint myself with the personage you awakened. I'm certain we can maintain an amiable accord and that engagements with our mutual associations will not be awkward. I don't really get what the point of those is. Novice Silverite. Glass phylactery. Ah, shit.
I am here.
I'm going to spread around a bit. Many of King Endrin's belongings have been rushed into storage, including trophies of his long reign. Among the boxes is a small glass phylactery. The area is unnaturally cold. Dark shapes swirl around, a slip of paper within the pile. It's a fight. And of course you're all packed here like idiots.
I'll get on.
And you didn't move anywhere. Okay. Lovely. It's fine, do that. What do you do that way? Now. Now we can get things started.
Yes.
Okay, can you regenerate it? No, don't regenerate yourself.
Your head will make many crunching noises.
It's going down. Holy shit, we're in trouble. Went down fairly fast. There isn't a lot we can do. Again, and now we can't attack it. It's really stuck there. Come on.
Ready.
Make it breath!
Yeah, it has no chance of surviving this.
No one's getting up.
Finding the second corpse walker. Cast from your host. May you find no purchase on mortal ground. Bound by your true name, as we were sworn to do, Nethamas Begal, revenant and perversion of a fine daughter, no more will you test the veil. nor reach the fate to escape. And thus they hold you, demon, and bind your rage for eternity. Win a lot. We need to take a look what abilities we could get. No, okay. It's gonna be magic because yeah, haste. While this mode is active, the caster imbues the party with speed, allowing them to move and attack significantly faster, although the spell also imposes a small penalty to attack and drains mana rapidly while in combat. We can't we'll have to start to use potions if we do this, which isn't a problem. As a rule, we're going to keep the ability up. Again, healing is more important, but still. It's not too bad. Now we are hasted and we have momentum. Okay, at least the movement speed is really quite a bit higher. This is the throne of Orzammar.
All right, all right.
The inscription is old and worn, overlooked by most as a carving detail. The beast is foreign, but the need is familiar. Home and hearth suffer beneath strength and strangeness. These new kin of this Ferelden are better as friends than strangers, so we resist on their behalf, and work with their users to bind with the stone. They no longer fear their skies, and we further our trade above. Lord from above, cornered and corralled, 3 standing in position, a 4th singles the throne. Stasis for the beast. So long as a king holds the throne, so long as the king wills it held.
I'll get on it.
Yeah, we can't get there. Not a huge surprise. We need to see Lord Harrowmont anyway. We can't. It's probably the same thing.
Lord Harrowmont is a...
Lord Balin suspected of personally defacing statues of the Paragons. Shocking allegations abound.
Okay. Both criers are worthless. Okay, the butler probably...
If you're looking for Lord Dulin Forender, you'll find him at Tapster's, taking his evening drink.
Yeah, we can't access personal space.
Lord Harrowmont was hoping you'd return.
Percy.
You must be under great strain with the blight upon the land. I will pray to the stone for you.
Thanks.
Your wish?
Okay. Seems like the only thing we really can do here now is to go to the proving and naturally we have to win it. Few minor quests here and there, which we could do. I'm more interested in the experience at this point than the money, but we would have a use for the money too. It's even if we can get
2 years tomorrow. By all the holy sodding ancestors, how can you people just ignore that?
Branka didn't go alone, Ogren. She took the whole house, everybody but you. So just get over to Tapster's and drown yourself already. You know as well as I do that's how this always ends.
You think I'm afraid of some cub warrior who's barely off the teat? Ha!
You lift a weapon or attack a single citizen in Orzammar, and you're stripped of your caste and exiled. Even you can't have forgotten that. Get out of here before I call a guardsman. Can you believe it? Ogren's barely even warrior caste anymore, and he just clomps in here like he's entitled.
Who's Ogren?
Ogren's a drunken wretch. He comes up here 2-3 times a week, hounding people to lead some suicidal rescue mission after Branka. Gets quite violent about it. I'd be scared if they hadn't practically gelded him after he killed young Lord Mino.
What do you mean gelded him?
Well, he killed Lord Mino's youngest son in a duel to first blood. It was a huge scandal. Ogren should have been executed, but he'd won honors in the deep roads. Instead, they stripped him of all weapons and forbid him from engaging in fights within city limits. If he breaks the decree, he'll be exiled.
So, why does he care so much about Branka?
She's still his wife, isn't she? Even if she took their entire house into the deep roads and abandoned him.
What? Is that what you two were arguing about, Branka?
It's been 2 years since Branka left. No one has ever stayed in the deep roads that long and survived. The search teams who went out found nothing, but Ogren wants to keep risking lives searching.
Why did Branka go into the deep roads?
Chasing some old treasure. She was quite secretive. Outright rude, really. She said she never asked to found a house, that she didn't care about politics, and that we were too self-absorbed to defeat the Darkspawn. She actually threatened anyone who said they'd come after her.
How did she become a paragon?
She invented a smokeless fuel that let the Smith caste increase their output by nearly 1/3. Deaths from the Black Lung also dropped. The Assembly said she had the favor of the ancestors and declared her a paragon. They moved Branka, Ogren, and all their relatives to the noble caste and founded a new house in her name.
So, she was married to that drunk.
Well, before she was a paragon, she was just a smith, and Ogren was one of the best warriors of his generation. If you see any guardsmen, tell them Ogren was at it again.
I'm sure I won't.
All right.
On Dwarven propriety. Screw it.
I'll get up.
I don't think we can do anything with Aldrin at the moment.
You're the best wrangler I trust Vala, my nut-wrangling friend.
28 gold. Slum thugs again.
So, I've been hearing rumors that a certain wine merchant is falling behind on his payments.
I can't imagine what you mean. I pay my expenses.
What about the expenses your good friend Jarvia incurs when providing your protection? It's not easy ensuring nothing bad happens, that no one decides to just burn everything in your store.
My store! Please, I don't have much. Business isn't good. People are scared. Tell Jarvia I'll get her money.
Jarvia's not happy with your promises, old man. Now let's go inside and see what you've been holding back.
Got it. This is all I have right now. I could get more if I sell something.
Well, well. Looks like we have a visitor. Friend of yours?
You... Get out of here. This is private business.
What's going on here?
Please, don't get involved with this. You don't know what they're like.
Then allow me to make some introductions. These are dangerous times in Orzammar, stranger. Lucky us, the merciful Jarvia is offering protection from the chaos. You're wearing some fancy stuff there. Might make you a target. So if you want the Carta's guarantee of safety, it's yours for the reasonable price of 10 gold sovereigns. Or I can't say what might happen.
That sounded like a threat.
Are you going to make your donation to the Stranger Safety Fund? Or do I have to show you how dangerous Orzammar is?
Show me.
Whatever you say, dead man.
Yeah, you're so dead. I'm hasted and momentum and berserk, so this isn't gonna take long.
What have you done? Great ancestors, he's dead! In my store. I have to get out of here. I have to hide. Jarvia will hunt me down for this.
Okay. Jarvia runs the Carta. Know anything about that?
She's a monster. Plain and simple. The Carta used to prey only on their own kind, but since Jarvia stepped in, they even dare the upper city. Whoever takes the throne had better root out the whole nest of them. That Carta's worse than a pack of cave rats.
What do you know about her Carta?
A band of castless thugs. They're to blame for all the crime in Orzammar these days. They're criminals, and the children of criminals. The ancestors themselves declared them irredeemable.
Caste divide is deep indeed.
These castless, they're all the same. Beggars, thugs, and murderers, everyone. Actually, we shouldn't be talking here. I need to run.
Can I get you a ladder, so you can get off my back?
An amethyst. A little bit of money, but that's it. I guess this has something to do with the card and how we can deal with them. Sort of maybe if we cause enough trouble, they'll come after us. Anyway, a lot of things to do. I'm guessing we'll be doing some of these lesser quests for a while. Mostly for money. The 50 gold limit sounds probably a good goal for us. We can just sell the loot too, so it won't take. We don't actually have to take another 20 gold as reward. But something like 10 to 15 is probably more likely. We do have quite a few things we can sell too.
Yes, Warden. What is it? Yes, you should.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of these. Ordeal. I have no idea who exactly do I have to talk with here.
Andraste teaches that patience is the child of wisdom, but I'm eager to hear if you've seen the Shaper.
He agreed to let you hold prayer meetings.
Oh, praise the Maker! You truly walk in the light, friend. I already found a convert among the merchants who offered his shop as a temporary chantry. It's just by the tapsters. Please, come to our first service.
Yeah, maybe we got something on that. I don't see anything. Anyway. Magus Collective. Yeah, Denerim is is a place where we could achieve a lot of our jobs. Denerim, Prospect Mountains. I think we have. No, we at least have the Frostback Mountain and Lake Killenhad, but Layson of Denerim. Letters of Conscription. Redcliffe, Lothering. We have the Lothering guy. Haven't been to Denerim's alienage. General Garrison in Redcliffe. Haven't been there. Ah, crap, would have to travel to a lot of places. Brazilian Forest, Deep Roads, Denerim. Have you seen me? Brazilian Forest. And Denerim. Notice of termination. 2 in Denerim, other is procuring a slightly rarer item from Orzammar. Yeah, we've done a few of these, we just need to go and pick our reward. A lot of tasks. Lost in Memories. Thief in the House of Learning. Track down the thief who stole the tome from the Shaper. Yeah, and Dagner's request to the Circle of Magi. Yeah, we'll do a lot of these minor quests. I'm not quite sure that we won't. No. What we're going to do is move the plot along at least to the point where we can get access to the deep roads. Then we'll reassess the situation and see what we want to do. Yep. That'll mean we'll go to the proving ground.
Have you given any thought to your future, Shane?
I was thinking I might, join the Chantry, become divine, and have giant Andraste golems fashioned to conquer the lands.
Truly?
No.
It was a serious question. One day the quest of these Grey Wardens will be finished one way or another. What will you do then?
The quest of the Grey Wardens is to destroy the Darkspawn, I thought.
Oh? So you share a larger purpose with them? Is that your ultimate goal?
I had not given it much thought. It might be better than slaughtering every bird in existence.
Well, yes. At the very least, it's worth thinking about.
So, the proving it is. Hopefully we are good enough to go through this, but since it is part of the main plot and you can come here even before you go to the major circle, it has to be doable. So I'm not expecting to top a fight. One way or another, we'll get through this.